Hey you guys, it's Dr. Cruz. I was working last night and I came across some articles and some ideas that inspired me to do this video for you guys today. When I do videos for you guys, I do them for myself too. Just as much as I'm talking to you, I'm reminding myself of things that we need to do. So today, I'm reminding myself and I'm talking to you all. I want to inspire somebody, right? If it's not you, it's maybe somebody you know. So share the video with somebody. But I want to inspire us to go into 2016 kicking ass. Like, there are 5 things that I identified last night that we need to get right in our life before we go into 2016. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you could start today. You don't have to start in 2016, right? And I 100% agree with that. But let's just look at it for conversational purposes, that we're preparing ourselves to go into 2016. That's going to be a fresh start for us, right? Just like with the military, before they go to war, what do? They train up, they get educated, they figure it out, right? So they prepare before they go into combat. That's what we're going to do. Not that 2016 is combat, but it's a new place for us to endeavor, okay? So the first thing that, that I thought about and I realized affects a lot of people, affected me for many, many years, and sometimes it still shows up, is my negative thoughts. Right? I want to encourage you to identify and commit to yourself that you're going to be 100% transparent with yourself, okay? 100% honest with yourself. Start identifying your negative thoughts. I encourage you to get a journal, and for a day or a week, you know, some people can commit to a little bit longer. Commit to writing down your thoughts. Every time you realize you have a thought, I want you to write it down. Okay, this is a very good exercise that will reveal to you a different perspective. Like you'll be looking at yourself from a different angle. So write down your thoughts. Every time you have a thought, acknowledge it and write it down. Okay, carry a notebook, like a little bitty notebook with you. Put it in your purse, put one in your car, you know, have one by your bedside, you know, put one in your pocket. The other thing I want to talk about is watching your words. Okay, negative thoughts and watching your words are similar, but your thoughts are internal and your words, even though those are connected to your thoughts, what I'm talking about in this instance is your words with other people, the ones that you share, okay? Primarily when we communicate with people, let's say we're angry at them or we're arguing, or someone sharing their dream with us, you know, watch your words, empower people, don't cut people down. I have the intention, and my daughter really encouraged me to do this, is my intention is never to hurt the spirit of another person. Now, I'm not perfect at it. Sometimes I say things that hurt people, but primarily I don't. Because my intention, when you create an intention, it's an awareness. It's on the forefront of your mind. So create the intention, or consider creating the intention of not hurting the spirit of another person with your words. So watch your words, okay? The other thing is stop focusing on what you do not have. Don't go into 2016 talking about what you don't have. Now is the time to, you know, we got, I don't know, 10 days, whatever left in the year. Now is the time to sit down and write your goals out. What do you want to achieve in your life, okay? And when you focus on what you want to achieve in your life, you don't have time to focus on what you don't have, okay? You're going to attract what you're putting out there, right? When you have, let's say you have negative self-talk, that's going to create self-doubt and low self-esteem and things of that nature. So guess what? That's what your words are going to reflect, and that's what your thoughts are going to reflect. So don't do that. Focus on what you want in life, make a goal, focus on the steps you're going to take, and don't worry about what you don't have. Because when you worry about what you're working on, that simultaneously gets worked on. You know, it takes care of itself, right? All right, the other thing is let go of your story. We all have a story, right? My story was, you know, whatever it was, that I was doing things that were unhealthy for me because I grew up in foster care. And it really wasn't because I grew up in foster care, but it was the effects that happened to me, my mindset, my energy, my personality, my lack of awareness, because I grew up in foster care. But once I identified that that was my story, that I partied so much in my youth because I was unaware of certain things. Once I recognized that, I changed my story because I didn't want to continue living like that. Okay, there are people that are in abusive relationships because of what their parents did. Change your story. Stop focusing on what has happened. Stop focusing on the fear of what might happen if you change your actions, okay? Instead, focus on the empowerment. Focus on the possibilities that can occur from that. It's a slight shift in your mindset, but you have to decide that that's what you want to do, okay? The last thing that I thought about was, like I always talk about, let's see, so far I talked about identifying your negative self-talk, watching your words, stop focusing on what you don't want in life, and let go of your story. And the last one is identifying your distractions. I talk about this all the time. Distractions can be just anything. Distractions can be the people that you run across during the day, right? Someone says something, a random person at a store or whatever, their energy shakes up your energy, and now their negativity is jumped onto you. That's a distraction, okay? You got to learn to identify that and control that and change that, because that affects your state. That affects your physiology. Other distractions are the news. I encourage everybody, please stop watching the news, okay? You want to fix something in life, fix yourself. You can't fix the politicians and what's going on with that until you fix yourself, okay? And I'm a big believer in the way you fix yourself is figuring out what your calling is. Stay in your lane. Do what God is calling you, or your higher calling, creator, whoever has called you to become and do. Focus on that. Okay, and then by virtue of doing that, you can focus on fixing these other things that are distractions to you. And you can also just walk away from them because sometimes they're irrelevant. All right, so I encourage you, empowerment, drop your baggage, go into 2016 and kick some ass. Okay, all right, talk to you later. Dr. Cruz is out.